How's it going? Been a minute since I did a live stream. Trying to get back on my horse here. All right. So, right now I'm talking through. I'm going to turn this a little bit toward me. Actually, let's use this for what it's worth. Omni pattern. Omni. There we go. Hey, check that out. All right. Talking through my new Lauten Audio FC357 FET mic. Um, I really am digging this mic. So I've just gotten a ton of questions. I thought it might be cool to do a little Q&A about this mic since I put up a video about it a few days ago. I get a lot of questions from drummers asking about FET mics and, why are they so great? Most of them out there on the market are crazy expensive. So, okay, so a few things about FET mics. So if you use two mics to record, which I always do. I use an inside kick and an outside. Incredible outside kick mic because it has a very broad frequency range. Um, it has not only just low end like 80 hertz, 60 hertz, but it also has more subby sounds. 40, 50, and below. So you really, I feel like with a FET mic, you don't need a sub kick mic. I think a sub kick is totally redundant at that point. Unless you're going for something super, super unique. Who knows? But for me, I've basically stopped using a sub kick because I use a FET on my kick. And then the inside kick acts as attack. So I love a FET on the outside, but it's also versatile enough to use as a mic, kind of an inside kick mic where you get a lot of attack and still get low end. So this mic has an incredible frequency range. And it just really adds to the sound of your bass drum. To me, you're just winning all around when you get one of these. And I bought a different one years ago, and I remember the first time I put it up and started to record it, I went, oh my, that's the kick drum sound I've been trying to get with other mics, so I've never been able to achieve. So a bass drum mic or a FET mic is going to do that for you. Okay. And this Lauten audio mic is really doing it excellently. Okay. So the second thing, so we got frequency range, broad frequency range on it. Second thing are the patterns on this. It makes it super versatile. Obviously, I'm talking through it right now. If you record vocalists, a FET mic is great. The Cardioid to get a really intimate sound, Figure 8 to add some room, or Omni just to get presence. And in the earlier video, the separate video from this, I showed the difference between the Omni and Cardioid on the front kick and how you can really grab either the whole head or more of a pinpointed, uh, punchy spot on the bass drum. Okay, so again, having something that does polar patterns in it it's almost like getting three different mics in one, right? So some people talk about price point. I can almost think of this as three mics. It works as a mono overhead, works as a vocal mic, works as a bass drum mic. I'm gonna try it on floor tom. I haven't quite gotten there yet, but I know it's gonna be massive for floor tom and or using it for overdubs. Sometimes I do like film or TV cues, and I just need I use this DW pancake drum, which has crazy low end, and just to use that as a single drum with a FET on it, you're gonna get that massive low end that you want for if you think of like the Avengers or something, that you're gonna get that massive low end from this FET. Okay, thirdly, why I like this mic. It's not cheap, but it's not expensive. Most great FET mics I've found are at least $2,500. This street price from Sweetwater Sound is about $1,100. So yeah, it's not cheap, but in my opinion, quality stuff is not cheap, right? There's a lot of cheap alternatives. But if you want some quality stuff, you got to pay more for it. That's just the way things work, right? So $1,100 for this microphone. And for me, if you're in the home studio business or just a working drummer and you record from home, sound quality is everything, right? When you're sending your tracks out to your producers or your songwriters, sound quality is everything. I mean, if there's other people getting better tones, you know, that's maybe your microphones are part of it. So this is going to help you. So yes, is this a big sales pitch on this mic? Yeah, kind of. It's not a paid advertisement though. I will tell you that. I bought this microphone myself. I'm not being paid to tell you how great this microphone is. I just like it that much. And that's it. If anybody has questions, dive in there. I'll talk about me a little bit. I've actually revamped my website. It's brand new. It's got some cool features on there. I redid my introduction to recording class. There's a redo on it. There's some more modules. It's for sale right on the site. There's an advanced version on there also. So if you go to my website, blaircinta.com, you'll see the course redone. I have a new course coming soon on Groove. And breaking down, ways to practice, ways to learn, things to listen to, all kinds of things like that. I also have a blog up on my page now, and you can get all this by getting my 5 Fundamentals to Studio Drumming. It's a free lesson. If you're on here, maybe you know me already, but you can get all that stuff and go check out the website, blog, reintroduction of the recording course on minimal recording, I should say. New course coming, blog, and it looks really good. Okay, questions about this mic, FET mics, or other recording drum things? Line them up, hit me up. Now's the time. Why don't I play through this just for a second? Because it's here. All right, I put it back in Cardioid. Live. All right, so that's just through the FET. That's all you're hearing. So sounds good in here. Hopefully it's translating out there. Hello from Orlando, Florida. What's that? Samson, dude. I'm loving your Instagram, Samson. You sound awesome, dude, and your drums sound great too. Drummer first, though. Questions? Anything else? Come on, questions. Now's the time. All right, how else can I talk about this mic? The figure 8 pattern as a mono room. It's funny. Somebody sent me a little quote recently on how Bob Clearmountain, one of the greatest music mixers of all time, hates mono room. He would rather have it in stereo. He's like, what's the point? But I like mono room. And especially if you're looking for ambience or a certain effect, this is really great as a mono room with that figure 8. You can turn it sideways for cymbal deflection, if it's out in your room. So you're not getting direct cymbal sound, you're just getting the ambient sound from it. Yeah, it sounds great. So what else we got? I know I'm stalling here. I'm waiting for questions, but maybe this is it today. Maybe it's just short. Maybe there's no questions. Whatever's happening in Orlando, I have no idea. I know what's happening in my home state of Michigan. There's a lot of COVID going on. I gotta stop this shit so we can get outside. All right, why don't I play a little more? I'll keep it in this. I think it's in my glasses now. Oh, that's the cut. All right, so that earlier example was Omni Sorry, that earlier example was, geez, cardioid. Earlier example was cardioid. Let's check out. Sorry. Wow. All right, here we go. This is figure 8. Check it out. Line up your questions. This is going to be it. All right. All right. Big sonic difference there, if you ask me, between the figure 8 and the cardioid just through here. So I'm going to double check this one more time. There we go. That's better for talking. There's a gain staging plus 10 dB unity and minus 10 dB. So again, another great thing about the mic. All right, let's see a question. I can imagine 3 of those mics sounding cool as a trio, stereo overheads and 1 low in front of the kit. Yes. Yeah, exactly, Samson. I'm with you. And at some point in the near future, I'm actually going to do a little FET shootout because I have a small arsenal of FETs now. So that'll be coming. Hey, Chris. His camp in Nashville. I did his camp in you. Oh, a Q&A with Rich. You know, that's a great idea. I hadn't really thought about that. You know, Rich and I go way back to college. We were at North Texas back in like the early 90s. 92, I think I met Rich. And then was not in touch with him for a long time, but he's been over here a couple times to record, and man, he sounds incredible. It's great. So yeah, we go way back. A Q&A would be cool. Also, maybe since he's coming here more, we've done 2 sessions over here, and maybe just talk about how we've gotten our process. Or if you have specific questions, you know, maybe I'll put a little thing out and people can line up questions and we can go on and do that. And I'll advertise a little bit. That would be cool. Okay, yeah, the WA-47, the Morm, I have that now, and I'm working with it. And I got to say, it sounds great. So, like I said, I'm going to do a little shootout of my Sound Deluxe in the future, my Sound Deluxe FET, which I love, this Lauten FET, and the WA Junior, and just check them out. Definitely for the price point of that warm mic, though, it's really good. Yeah, sounds awesome. Whack Cheddar, what's up? It's possible to make a career being a session player if you're not based in Nashville, New York, especially no track is becoming more of a necessity. You know, it's hard for me to answer that because, you know, I've lived in LA for 25 years. I think the real, I think one obvious answer is yes, of course, because that's the whole point of remote tracking. You don't need to be where you are. I mean, you don't need to be in the center of the industry to make a career out of it. The harder part of that is just the networking aspect of it. Obviously, being in a place like Nashville or LA or New York is that you're going to meet. It's going to be more concentrated with music industry people, more concentrated with musicians in general, and you know, people who are trying to do it for a living. So you're going to network better in a place like that. Can you build it living somewhere else? For sure, no doubt, no doubt. Especially if you're doing quality stuff. But the, you know, the tricky part is going to be getting the word out, and you know, there's obviously a number of ways to do that in this day and age. You know, so I guess the short answer is yes. Might be a longer road, but what do I know? Like I said, I've lived here for a long time. So, okay. All right. Why don't I do one more example? I'm going to put this in Omni just so you hear it. Hopefully, it's making up. You're hearing the differences through YouTube and all this. But I'll do one more. If there's any more questions, hit me. Otherwise, I'll wrap it up. All right. Let's see. All right. This is Omni. All right. I really like the Omni setting on this. Just through the cans, I'm hearing way more um, openness of the bass drum from this mono overhead spot. And everything just sounds more open. So, yeah, again, I hope that's translating out there. All right. Thanks for joining me. I'm going to try to get back on the live streams a little more regularly. Life is happening. Can't always be there, but all right, Lauten Audio, my 5 fundamentals to studio drumming, new website, course is revamped, introduction to recording, new course is coming soon. It's called Improve Your Groove. And yeah, 5 fundamentals to studio drumming, links at the top, free lesson. Check it out. And that's it. All right. Good to see you guys. Good to see you, Chris. Thanks. Bye, everybody.